Have you ever found yourself unsure of how to respond when someone disrespects you in public or makes a joke at your expense, leaving you feeling small and embarrassed? How do you command respect from people who habitually belittle others or fail to acknowledge your worth? In this video, we will delve into powerful psychological techniques designed to help you navigate such situations with confidence, ensuring that you earn respect, even from those who typically undervalue others. Watch until the end, where we'll reveal exactly how to handle situations where someone tries to ridicule you in front of others. To begin, let's explore the underlying reasons you may encounter these situations and why you might not always receive the respect you deserve. In many cases, it's not necessarily about personal contempt or dislike. Instead, it's often about opportunism, where certain individuals attempt to elevate their own status by diminishing those around them. This behavior is common in social circles and workplaces, where some see others as stepping stones for their own advancement. To avoid becoming a target of such tactics, it's crucial to establish respect for yourself from the outset. But what does it mean to truly gain respect? It's not about demanding or forcing respect from others. Rather, it's about setting boundaries that prevent people from using you as a tool to boost their own image. Sometimes, this may even mean distancing yourself from environments that don't value your presence. However, it's always better to take proactive steps before resorting to such measures. That's why we're sharing practical advice to help you handle situations where someone tries to undermine you, whether it's in a work setting, social gathering, or even within your family. Before we dive in, if you find this content valuable, please support our work by liking this video and subscribing to this channel if you haven't already. Now, without further delay, let's move on to the first key tip for gaining respect. First impressions matter more than you think. When you meet someone new, stand up to greet them and shake their hand. Don't stay seated. This gesture immediately levels the playing field and signals confidence. Make sure to maintain steady eye contact. If you remain seated while greeting someone, you automatically place yourself at a disadvantage, with the other person physically looking down on you, which can project submission. Another common mistake is focusing on their hand instead of maintaining eye contact. Looking at their hand can cause your head to tilt downward, which reinforces a submissive posture. So, whenever someone approaches you for a handshake or introduction, rise to your feet, make firm eye contact, and let them know, through your posture and demeanor, that you are someone to be respected. Second tip: if someone interrupts you during a public conversation, the most effective response is to meet their eyes with a calm yet resolute gaze. This simple act sends a powerful signal, letting the person know they've overstepped. Once you've established that nonverbal boundary, politely reclaim the conversation with phrases like, "May I continue?" or "Can I pick up where I left off?" This approach firmly communicates that their interruption was unwarranted and won't be tolerated. More often than not, your composed yet assertive eye contact alone will convey the message, causing the interrupter to recognize their mistake without the need for confrontation. This technique is especially effective in public settings where social dynamics make people more aware of how they're perceived by others. You don't need to resort to an intense stare. A steady, self-assured gaze will do the trick. Third tip: when someone tries to belittle you with a joke in a group setting, here's a clever strategy to maintain your composure and turn the tables. Instead of reacting immediately, act as if you didn't hear or understand the joke. Then, calmly look at the person and ask them to repeat it by saying something like, "Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Could you repeat that?" This subtle move indicates that the joke had no impact on you while forcing the person to repeat it, stripping the humor of its initial punch. Repeated jokes lose their power, and in doing so, you shift the discomfort back onto the person who tried to ridicule you, all while keeping your dignity intact. Fourth tip: if someone tries to provoke you or make you angry, employ this psychological tactic. Respond with a question or comment that is completely unrelated to the conversation. For example, you could say, "Do you know any good places to get coffee around here?" Or, I think I might have used too much perfume today. The key is to make it sound casual and genuine so the other person doesn't catch on to your strategy. By introducing an unexpected topic, you disrupt their attempt to provoke you, throwing them off balance and derailing their efforts to undermine you. This technique works wonders in diffusing tension and regaining control of the conversation. Finally, let's move on to the fifth and final tip. As we discussed earlier, no one is obligated to respect you, but equally, you are not obligated to endure disrespect. If someone persistently refuses to offer you the respect you deserve, it's time to walk away. Choosing to leave doesn't signify defeat. Instead, it's a powerful statement that you would rather be valued in your absence than devalued in your presence. Now, we'd love to hear your thoughts. Have you ever found yourself in situations like these? How did you respond? Share your experiences in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. And if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, now is the perfect time to join our community. By subscribing, you'll stay connected and continue learning valuable tips that can enhance your life and relationships. Thank you for your attention, and until we meet again, remember to keep striving to improve and grow. Stay strong.